All right, we're back. We'll do a little 45 minutes or so, just kind of get up to speed on where we've been. So I've been traveling around quite a bit. Again, just trying to hire new people, find some warriors, getting into some scraps, and of course, losing a few people in the process. As I had mentioned before, the rock star you're trying to get is the two-handed guy, but he's sometimes the hardest to find. And the most common, easiest to find are these dudes, just guys that, you know, they're okay, they're nothing special. They don't have any major detriments, so and realistically, while you'd want some of these two-handed rockstar guys, you can very easily win the game with a front line of just regular dudes, some pole arms, and ranged guys in the back. Nice, sturdy, solid foundation to work off of. Couple things that came up that made me think I wanted to talk about. Now that I've got so many people, I've got 14 in my party. We're eating 32 provisions a day, which is quite a bit. So we're going through food quickly, which goes through money. When you come to a town like this one, where hey, it's a good harvest, food is really cheap. I've already bought most of the food that was here. You can see most of the stuff's gone. But normally you're not buying 300 worth of food, 9 days worth of provisions. It seems like it's way too much. But some of this stuff is super cheap. And if you look, this is 74 gold. This is good for 11 days. Right now, even with 300, I've only got 9 days worth of provisions. Or this is worth 12, is good for 12 days. So if the deal is good enough, you can still buy some of this stuff. And even though you've got 9 days worth of food, if these keep for 10 or 12 days or whatever, and it's a good enough deal, you might as well buy it, which is ultimately what I did. You can see I bought, mushrooms and the dried fruit. Even the venison was super cheap here, and it's good for 10 days. So go ahead and buy it. It'll save you money in the long run. Same with tools. Again, 200 is a good deal for tools. They're almost always more expensive, and you're always going to use tools. So I'm going to go ahead and buy them. Even though I'm kind of low on funds right now, I've got enough that I can buy them, and again, I'm going to use them. In fact, I'm repairing stuff right now, so just go ahead and buy them. It's going to be worth it. And we can look here and see shields. Regular round shields are selling for 18, which is a good price. Again, 15 is kind of the standard for selling. And that means other weapons and things are also going to go for good prices. I don't need those. I've got plenty of crossbows. I have 3 archers. I might try to pick up a 4th one. Archers are pretty powerful, so I may keep 1 extra crossbow to give to that person, but I don't need these arrows. I don't need that. I want the javelins. I don't know if I'm going to keep... No, I can get rid of the thrown weapons. The javelins are the better of the 2 thrown weapons, especially the heavy javelins. If you go to the north, you can get those from the barbarians. I don't need that. In fact, I've got plenty of spears right now. We're going to keep the hammers. If we end up running into orcs, especially orc warriors, we're going to want hammers to smash through their armor. And that's what a lot of this game is going to revolve around. Again, having a spare stockpile of weapons so we can switch to whatever we need to deal with whatever opponent we fight. Hammers for the orc warriors, spears, and primarily swords for beasts. Maybe the cleavers to help you out with the Vita Gangers if you don't like those guys. You're going to need axes if you're going to try to fight the Shrats, the tree people. And we got a little spare supply of... I don't need that crappy stuff. Now, something else that came up, and we'll look at that, is the retinue. All right. I don't normally hire this guy. I thought I actually give it a shot this time. This guy just puts more recruits per town. And if I'm trying to just filter through a bunch of people to find the best of the best, sure, might as well hire this guy, and that'll give me more people to sort through. Now, some of these other ones, that are more important and probably better. The quartermaster is not that great. The scavenger is meh. He's okay, but he's not that great. The ones that are really useful are the scout, and it tells you nicely what you need to do to unlock this guy. What's this guy? Why is he helpful? Well, you travel 15% faster. Right there, that's huge because, again, everything revolves around money and trying to be efficient. If you're traveling 15% faster, A, you catch things quicker if you're trying to attack something, run it down, or you can get away if you're trying to get away from something. And since you're moving faster, you're spending less money on your people, you're spending less money on their food, you're getting things done more quickly. That's just an amazing ability. The blacksmith is okay. It's nice the fact that you're, especially once you start getting like legendary items or really nice equipment, you don't want your stuff getting destroyed if someone gets killed. So that's nice, but it's not critical. The drill sergeant is pretty handy just because he helps your people level up more quickly. And this part is also nice. Again, if you're, depending on what you're fighting, it's good to have a few extra people in the back so that, again, if you're fighting the ancient undead that are resistant to ranged weapons, you can just have a couple more dudes or a couple more polearm people out. You can swap them out with your range attackers. And if you have people sitting in your reserve for a long time, they'll lose mood, and then they don't fight as well. You don't want to have to manually shift them back and forth. So this is one of the better ones to have. The paymaster also is huge just because he keeps the daily wages down for everybody. And 15, we'll look in a second. This guy is also pretty amazing, especially if you're going to play for a long time. If you're not going for just the first crisis and then done like we are, this guy just finds more champions, and champions have a much higher chance of having magical items. So you're making money and you're finding legendary items, and that's just huge. And just as long as you're playing for a long period of time, he just keeps getting more and more stuff for you, which is great. Paymaster, 15% wages. So really, if you look, we're spending 211 crowns a day. So theoretically, if everything lined up properly and we had 15% reduction in wages, we're saving 30, 32 or something crowns a day. That's significant and adds up quickly. And the donkey, the cart, obviously, once we start getting more weapons and we have a larger stockpile, it's just useful to have more space to put all that stuff. All right. The other thing is, I mentioned the crisis. So while I was playing off the recording, the game will give you hints about which crisis is coming up. And that may, depending on what your goal is and how you're playing, impact how you're going to build your group. Again, if it's the undead rising, the ancient undead, if you're going to be fighting a lot of them, maybe you want to focus less on archers and range attack people and start building up more pole arms and two-handed weapons people, because you're going to be doing a lot more melee. If you're going to be fighting the orcs, the greenskin, you're going to be fighting orcs and goblins working together. Bowmen, archers, are very effective against goblins, and you're going to need some guys with hammer skills because you're going to be fighting a lot of orc warriors, and you need that ability to smash their armor quickly if you have any chance of taking them out. A couple hammer guys are useful regardless of who you're fighting, but you might want to emphasize and put a couple more hammer guys out there if you're fighting against the greenskin hordes. The discussion we got talked about a fight between the northern groups and the southern cities, a holy war. Now, you can pick either side. Typically, though, you're going to want to fight for the northern places because that will just piss off the 3 southern states. If you take the side of the southern states, you're going to start pissing off whole factions up here, which is a problem because suddenly there's fewer places to sell, fewer places to buy stuff, fewer places to hire people. It's much easier just to make these 3 southern places upset. Now, they have some problems when you fight them because they've got guns and like mortars and cannons and things, but that's a minor thing to deal with as opposed to losing out against whole factions up here. The final one, if it's a fight between houses up here, one of the things you can do is you can kind of look and see, is there a small faction? And in fact, in this case, there is. There's one faction up here that only has 3 cities. You, right now, you could go up there and start, especially now. I mean, if you look at my group, we've got raider level gear, right? You know, decent armor, decent weapons, decent levels and skills. We could start going up to this area and attacking war parties and caravans that belong to this faction. And suddenly you start getting a lot more gear and a lot of money. Now, obviously, this faction's not going to like you, and they're going to attack you, and they won't let you trade at their cities. But there's only 3 of them. And they're going to keep spawning troops every once in a while that you can raid and get much better gear from. So it's way up here. It's not something I'm talking about. I'm talking myself into it, potentially. But that's something else you can think of. And you can make a lot of money and get some very good gear if you start raiding. And if you don't know how to do it, because normally on the map you can't attack something, you hold the Alt key, I believe, and then you can select an attack against a neutral or friendly party on the map. Let's see what we've got here. They want us to go to Blankwasser. Fine. I don't want to hire anybody because I've got a full group and I don't have that much money left anymore. Now, if you want to be risky, you know, there's sometimes these are good, sometimes they're bad. For the most part, I'm not a gambler, if you couldn't tell already from the way I've been playing, so we'll leave that alone. Now, I think we went over here a while ago. I don't remember it, though. And I need to discover a ruin or hostile camp. It's been a while since I've had this quest, and I need to complete it so I can hopefully get the quest where I start working for families, the houses. So we're going to go over here, and we're going to see... okay, so here's an item. Melon Thief, sure. We'll take him. He's a free guy. And we can see he might be garbage. What do we got? 55. He's got decent defense because he's a thief. He's actually got pretty good melee skills and 2 stars. Does not have a lot of fatigue, which is a bit of a problem. He does have high initiative. So, this is not exactly what I was looking for, but we could... Do I want to keep this guy? I could make him another polearm guy in the back, which it's easy to find guys who can be polearm. I could make him a guy with dodge, and that would be his defense. He wouldn't have heavy armor. He would have nimble, lighter armor, the dodge perk. Yeah, we'll give it a shot. I've got plenty of 2-handed weapons back here. This guy is mediocre as well, but he might be okay. So let's give this guy that weapon. Let's give him... We've got some armor sitting back here. There we go. And where were we? We were heading over here. Now, if the ancient undead are here, and it's something that's within our scope to kill, we're going to have to do a lot of adjustments for our weapons, because we've got a lot of piercing weapons right now. So we don't know what's here. We can just attack it and find out. We know it's ancient undead, so it's not going to be Wiedergangers. So let's go with... These guys will want to bring swords. This guy is slightly injured. What's his problem? He's probably got lower defense, which is kind of annoying. We've got swords. We've got flails. In fact, We've got some more flails. We might want to bring those just to get around some of the shields that they're going to have. This is probably ultimately going to be a polearm guy, so let's just denote that. This is going to be a light polearm guy. All right. So I'm considering taking one of these guys and sticking him up here in the front just to kind of give me a little bit of additional protection in the front line. Who do I want to set up there? This guy's got 8 defense. This guy has 16 defense. Let's put him up in the front. He's got decent armor. I don't want him to get killed because he's kind of important. So we want to give him some better armor. That's probably the best armor I've got that's available. This guy is less important. So put that on him. Put this on him. This guy can wear the mediocre stuff. This guy, we'll give him, let's give him an axe. If you look, the axe does good damage against armor. Does a decent amount of raw damage, unlike the sword, which does high raw damage, but is not very effective against armor. This guy, who are my best polearm dude? This guy is 70. This guy's 78. We're going to give this guy the other crushing one. I'm going to give that guy that. So now we've got good polearms all around. Not going to put these newbies on the ends. These guys are not in the best of places, but all right, I think this will work. We're going to do a quick check. If we're going to use swords, we might as well give our best swords out. So this guy has 62. That guy has 62. This guy has better fatigue, so let's give him the better arming sword. And that one does 38 to 43, which is, it says 20% and 70%, 20% and 80%. So the ancient sword is slightly better, so we'll give that to him. All right. Now we'll go here, we'll attack it, we'll see what's here, and if it's too much, well, we can run away. Oh, it is Wiedergangers. It's a lot, a lot of them. Interesting. Let's, now there's one thing that's really fast. It could be a ghost, or it could be a necromancer. Let's see what happens. Oh, wait. See, if I had known, I would have brought some cleavers. Well, the good news is it's a lot of just regular. There's a couple armored ones, which are annoying, but okay, so that's either a ghost or a necromancer. If it's just one, I think we can chop through these guys pretty effectively. It's a little annoying that I've got these flails, which are not the best weapons for these guys, but let's start picking out the more dangerous opponents. We want to kill them. Yep, shoot these guys. Miss, miss, miss. It's always good. Wait. We're going to want to shift some guys down here. Yeah, that's fine. They can step in there. That's fine. And actually, it'll be okay with these guys have backup weapons. So, oops. Yep, there's a necromancer. Doesn't have any weapons, but it's gonna be a problem to get to. We might as well wait. Now, since this is more open territory, it'd be a lot easier to get to that Necromancer than the forest battle from a few episodes ago. I could shoot that guy, but I don't want to waste an arrow on an unarmed opponent, so we'll wait for a better target. All right. These guys we have to get rid of once they start getting close to our archers, our softer troops in the back. These guys have armor and weapons, so we want to get rid of them as quickly as possible, especially because they're good targets for the Necromancer to give his boost to, which is what we don't want. His morale went down a little bit, which is good. All right, I want to hit that guy, but I don't want to step up here and swing because then he'll step down and be in melee with me. So we're going to keep hitting that guy. No great targets, but I don't have any targets, so we got to kill that guy because he has the boosting ability on. This guy could actually step forward, and we have to hit that guy. Didn't kill him. He's going to be dangerous. His armor's gone, though, so we might get lucky. Do we kill him? We did. See if we can finish this guy. The problem, the flails take a lot of fatigue to swing. So while they're good for headshots and burst damaging humans and things, they're not so good for these long fatigue-based battles. Put one into him. Reload. Now, that guy's got a pole arm, so we want to step forward so we can try to finish him off. We don't want him repeatedly hitting us with that thing. They only get to attack once, and pole arms do a lot of damage, so even a crappy pitchfork. All right, top turn 3. I could step forward and swing at him. I don't think I will. I'm going to hit that guy, or attempt to. This guy, step forward, shoot, and step back. Thankfully, since there's dead people, I was hoping he would resurrect them. He resurrected one and boosted an unarmed guy, which is perfect. Now we can keep hitting the armed people. He's going to wait because I want to use these powerful weapons against these heavily armored guys. So we'll wait. This guy will step forward, take his one swing, and then I can start hitting the actual dangerous opponents with my big weapons. We can chop that guy. We can step forward. That's fine. We got to start pressing forward anyway. You can see his boosted bite attack did hardly any damage, so it's not a problem. This guy is flanking, but he's worthless. Let's go ahead and hit him, or miss again. And you can see the Necromancers usually keep 1 or 2 creatures back there to act as bodyguards, which is a little annoying. Because I'd like to get back there and finish him off. Let's try to finish that guy off as we talk about it. And the other armored guy. Finish him off quickly, hopefully. Now, sometimes if you got, especially guys with bows, which have much better range, sometimes you can try to shoot the Necromancers. With this cover and stuff in the way, that's going to be difficult for me to do. So we'll finish that guy off, and we'll wait. That guy isn't gone yet. And now, again, we keep moving forward, trying to get closer so we can break through and get to that Necromancer. That guy, so I want to hit him, That guy will be able to hit my polearm if I step forward, but he's unarmed, so I'm not too worried about it. He's done. He can step forward and start swinging. He can swing at that guy, and then he can stand there. Again, if this guy steps forward and bites him, I don't really care too much. Good, good. I don't want to step him down there, though. And he's got a swing still because he hasn't done both, and this guy has lost his armor. So now I can do some extra damage to him. And they'll start rising, which is annoying. He rises and controls. He controls a guy with a hatchet, which is a slightly dangerous weapon, and he's close to a softer target, which is a problem. Let's hit that guy. Good. We want to try to finish off that guy before he can really hurt me. 70% chance to hit because he's penalized because he's close, but I want to kill him or hurting him. He's not dead, though. Who else? He can't step down. Let's try to finish that guy off because he has a weapon. And he's got the Berserk perk, so he can go again, and we can finish that guy off maybe, or at least hurt him. Well, the spear guy hasn't gone yet. I'm still a little worried about him. Let's step down and shoot him. And maybe finish him? It's not working. And are any of these guys hurt? This guy's a weapon. He's unarmed, or injured. So none of these guys are ideal. Let's just hit the guy with a weapon. Now, you can fire your crossbow in melee. You can't shoot a regular bow. And this guy doesn't have a... He doesn't have quick hands yet. He must be my new guy. So we'll see if we can shoot him. We hit him. He's going to wait. We'll see if one of these guys can finish this guy off, and he can reload. I had to take a little break there. I just realized I didn't have the sound on. I'm using a different computer today, so it was probably just dead quiet, which kind of sucks. So anyway, plus I got myself a little tequila here, nice little drink. All right, anyway, where was I? So yeah, he's going to wait. Hopefully he'll survive. I don't know which of these two guys, if they're close enough. I don't think they are. Hopefully he'll survive, and then we'll kill this guy and he can reload. So, he'll pause. Chop this guy. I kind of want to protect that guy, but I kind of want to kill people and start moving forward, so... Yep, a little painful. Finish him, hopefully. Nope. 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 And he didn't get a chance. He may just pull out his spear. We're gonna have an opponent in front of him. Since he got hit in the ear, he lost some initiative. He may go after, which could be kind of annoying. And who's the puppet master? Same dude. Not a bad target. That guy has a weapon. We'll miss. Let's see if we can finish that guy and protect our spearman. Let's see if we can take that guy out. Good. Alright, maybe we'll get a chance to break through there in a minute. If we can start hitting some things. Good. Yeah, so these fights... You know, and at the beginning of this fight, as soon as I saw it was zombies, I could have run away anyway and then come back rearmed with my Scramus axes, my cleaver weapons. You can still cut your way through these things. I mean, it's not impossible to do. It's just a pain in the ass. And... Good. As you can see, we're slowly making progress. There's 12 left. And his morale has dropped even more. Theoretically, it's possible for him to actually break and run. It's not common, but it can happen. All right, we've got an opening down here. This guy, I don't want him getting stabbed anymore. Let's go switch back. We've almost cleared him out. Almost got an opening. All right. Good. And this guy, actually, I might have him next turn. Try to rally some of these guys. All right, let's see. This is great. If we can clear that guy out, we could break through here, maybe. Who did he control? That guy. This guy does not have quick hands, so I don't want to switch weapons. It's 53, but it's worth trying to kill him, so especially now I've broken his armor, this sword does a lot more damage against him. Good. Alright. Good. I could hit, actually, it might be best to hit that guy. He probably won't kill him, but he'll do a lot of damage. Yep. And that way, one sword hit will finish him. That guy is hurt. That guy is not. I'm gonna run out of arrows pretty soon. And that's why it's important. And who is that guy? Emmerich. Let's go. Actually, let's check him for a second. So if you saw, that zombie's head got cut off. It's this guy. Okay. So it may not have been a super fatality. I don't know if I've got anyone with that perk. Let's take a look. No, not that one. There is this one, Bloodthirsty. I don't know if we talked about it on the last one or not. I always thought that was weird. It says all kills are fatalities if the weapon allows. It's like, well, no shit, all kills. Every time you kill something, it's fatal. What that means is, if you have a sword, a cutting weapon, or a smashing weapon, I don't believe thrusting weapons like spears count. But if it's a blade or a crushing weapon, when you kill a zombie with it, it'll be just like if you use a cleaver with the beheading ability. You kill the target and it can't be raised. So, this is a handy perk for that. It's not well explained when you look at it here, but that's what it means. Alright, close this. We're up here. Let's see if you can finish that guy. This guy does have quick hands. His target is almost dead. So we'll wait. Missed twice. Good job. Alright, let's see if we finish one of these guys off. He's hurt. Nope. That guy is armed. Sort of finish him. Alright, he can break through. He's got 2 guards. This guy can break through. Now, theoretically I could step there and one could go through and around. I have to get in base contact with him to stop him from raising people. He can stay... Actually, I'll put him here, because things are going to start rising. This way he can hit multiple areas without having to move. He's fine. He's fine. Yeah, he can stand there, and next turn he can step forward and swing. Good. I think everyone else is good. This guy, he can step forward and swing. Alright. I mean, this guy, you get a penalty to hit up close with 2-handed weapons, so... Didn't help, though. Let's shoot that guy. Didn't quite kill him. Axeman finished. And now, because there's so few, he's stuck resurrecting 2 instead of boosting one of his people. Let's... It didn't help this guy, but it did raise his morale. Good. Actually, this guy can now switch. Use quick hands and hit the other guy and step forward. I probably want to keep 1 or 2 guys back here in case these guys come back. And a sword is a good weapon since their armor is going to be smashed already, so he'll stay. Alright. He hasn't paused yet, so he's going to pause. We'll see what those guys do. He'll reload. Good. Alright, now let's see how this works. He's going to go in 10 turns. He's going to go in 11 turns. He's going to go in 12 turns. So if he moves here, this guy can go 1, 2... No. That won't quite work. So let's move up here and then wait and see what happens. This guy could probably move as well, actually. Maybe come from the bottom. These guys can wait. He can wait. I think that's all fine. Good. Now, if I step here, if I go all the way forward with him, this guy will come up. So what we'll do is we'll come up here. 1, 2, 3, 4 won't be enough. Yeah, whatever, let's go for it. I gotta try to kill those guys eventually anyway. Good. He'll have to wait. He can step down. I don't want to move these guys forward in case one of these zombies comes up and hits them. And I don't really think they're necessary anymore. Good. Oh, that boosts his morale. Go there. All right. Let's double team this guy. This guy actually will step back just in case that guy there raises up. We'll try to finish that guy off, and then this guy can move in here. Even though he'll be tired, now that will stop him from resurrecting people, and this will hasten the end. He can move in here. Actually, if we can get some extra pole arms in here, I think this will help a little bit. Yep, that's fine. If there's a handful of people, it's not a big issue. As long as the Necromancer can't res them anymore, it's pretty much done. He can wait. He might as well shoot. That work. He can wait. And this guy hasn't gone yet. He's got a dangerous weapon because he can hit my guy who's injured. So I'll try to take him out first. Get double, triple teaming that guy. This guy only has one target. And we'll try to take out the Necromancer. Good. Missed. Happens. Skipped along. Hit F so they don't wait and come back. Yeah, this is the guy who's injured, so that's why we gotta kill him first so we can protect him. That pierced leg muscle makes his defense lower. And that berserk ability is very nice. There we go. He's too tired to swing twice, but that's okay. And perfect, cleared him out. And quite a bit of experience too. And one of our guys even got leveled up. Unfortunately, again, fighting these guys, a lot of times all their armor's smashed up because they keep coming back. But we got a nice cleaver weapon, and we discovered this, so we'll get our ambition cleared out. Let's take a look. Level this guy up. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any stars in his archery, but a lot of times this range attack skill goes up pretty quickly anyway. We'll see how well it works overall. Let's go with that, I suppose. And other than that, we go back to the stash. We've got at least one good weapon. The Scramasax we'll want to repair. Either we'll use it or we'll sell it. As you can see, it's worth 700 when it's fully repaired, so it's worth repairing. Most of the rest of this stuff is not, however. So, we're close to this big town anyway. We're not on a quest, so let's head down here. We get good prices for selling stuff. Okay, that can affect prices. Let's see what they look like here. Come down to the shields, and they're selling for 17, which isn't bad. These old wooden shields, decayed ones, are not as valuable because their overall health is lower. So let's see what kind of garbage weapons we can get rid of. We don't need that. We don't need this or this or that. We've got plenty of good spears. In fact, well, let's keep a couple because we gave our guys swords for that fight. We don't need these crappy daggers. And in fact, we can probably start giving these guys, making sure everyone has a regular dagger instead of it taking up space in our inventory. That guy had been a guy in the back with a polearm, which is why he doesn't need two swords. We'll probably keep him up front, at least for a little while. This guy can take a dagger. This guy can take a dagger. Dagger, dagger. Alright, so I got some of the daggers out of our way. What else do we got? We have hatchet, which I don't want. Hand axes are okay, so we'll keep that. So this helmet, 110 armor for 7 fatigue, 105 armor for 5 fatigue. This one is just not quite as nice. I mean, it's decent protection. I mean, especially compared to that. 95 for 8. So maybe we'll keep them both for now. Maybe fix them up just because it's decent armor for what my guys are wearing, especially because they don't have a lot of good body armor, so they can have extra fatigue with less effective, less efficient helmets, at least for now. So there we go. Good enough. We got plenty of tools. Not plenty. We're going to use up some. So let's buy one. These are not great prices. And medical supplies. We might need to buy some. These are very expensive. So we'll wait. Let's see if there's any good quests here. He wants us to go fight creatures. These could be Ifrits, little rock monsters. They're a little tricky. Or a 3-skull mission to go fight some bandits. With 3 skulls and 1,500 crowns. That's a very high price. I'm guessing that's going to be a very difficult fight. My guys are in decent shape, but I've got a few injuries, some hurt people. It might be best just to wait for now. Anyone good to hire? Manhunter for quite a bit of money, actually. Do I want to risk it? Yeah, let's go for it. We're trying to see if we can get some decent dudes here. What do we got? Oh, so he's got this, which is nice. Good defense, good fatigue. What does that mean? Good fatigue and good defense means, and decent resolve, means he'll be a dude. He's not going to have the high... I mean, 58's a good starting roll, but there's no stars. He's never going to be a superstar. But, like I said, we can always use dudes. So, let's... What kind of armor is that? 30, which is not very good. So let's find somebody with some mediocre armor in the back. This guy will do. We'll give him some armor, a shield, and let's give him a spear for now. And we'll just stick him up in the front line somewhere. So now we've got a full group. 16 guys on the battle line. Which, as I talked about early on, that means we're going to go through food and money quickly. In fact, we might want to sell a little bit more while we're here just to make sure we've got enough. So, what can we get rid of? We don't need that crappy little sword. I'm not going to use axes too often, so we'll sell that. I've got a bunch of these nice shields, but my guys don't have the fatigue and stamina to use them very much. Let's get rid of these. And one of these. And that. And that. Alright, now I've got 3 days worth of funding. Let's go up here and see if there's a good quest for us. What do we got? A shipment of goods going to Tangweir. 4 days to the north. So, there's 2 things to worry about. First of all, how far is that? Let me escort a caravan all the way up there. The second thing is, I've only got money to pay my guys for 3 days. So I can't really afford to go on a 4-day caravan hike. So, we're going to skip that. We're going to go to this nice town that's allied with us. Hopefully we'll have a lot of quests over there. And because it's a trading city, good size, and they're allied, we'll get good prices for our stuff there too. No quests. Let's head down here. A quest. Alright, they want us to kill something. Well, we're kind of desperate, so we'll take it, and because we need money, we're going to say we want more payment once work is done, because we're going to take it, and we're going to do it. Alright. Hunt down what terrorizes them. So when you get these, if you zoom in, you'll see there's some animal prints. And this is excellent. All my people have had their spirits raised a bit. That means some of these guys will start the battle off with a positive attitude, which will help us. Alright, so we follow the prints, nachzehrers, and if you look, that's the big nachzehrers. So there's at least one in that group that's already the largest size. When you're fighting nachzehrers, we don't need flails, we need weapons to do lots of damage. So, our best fighters... This guy hits with 77. We got a couple options. I'm going to give him a cleaver. The sword actually does more damage, but the cleaver, with this special attack here, if you look, it says does 30 to 90 damage, depending on how wounded the target is. So if the thing's already wounded heavily, this can do a ton of damage. I mean, the sword, the best sword I have, can only do 44 to 49 damage. So if I can do 90 damage with a hit, that's huge. And that will be very helpful against the really big nachzehrers. There's at least one, and there probably will grow a couple more in the battle, and this will help cut them down quickly. So I need a couple of these. Who else can hit well? 62, 63. Not great. All right, we'll give it to the guy who got 63. We'll give one to the guy who's 62. I think I had another 62 somewhere. All right. Next, these guys. 61, the sword gives a plus 10 to hit. So we'll give that to him. 58. We'll give him a sword. 55. Okay, these guys are bad enough. They might need the actual, the actual spear. 61. This southern sword still has a +10 to hit, but instead of the riposte, the parry ability this one has, this one does the same amount of damage, but it has a better chance to inflict injuries. Not as useful against the big creatures, but still better than just a regular hit. So, now I've got a lot of damage stuff in the front. We got our archers in the back. Do the guys on the ends have backup weapons? Let's give them swords that do a little bit more damage. He's got a very nice sword. These guys shouldn't have people touching them, although they should have some kind of weapon. Like I said, some kind of weapon. You've got a spear, you've got a spear, you've got a spear, you've got a polearm. So, all right. We've got some pretty decent weapons now for fighting these guys instead of flails. And it's daybreak. Let's see how this one goes. Now, with crossbows, you gotta start being a little careful. You can, theoretically, kill one of these little nachzehrers with a crossbow shot immediately, which is a problem, because if you kill it, then one of them will step forward and eat it, just you get a bigger nachzehrer. Also, looking at the terrain, we want to step forward and get someone on this hill to protect them. Probably this guy with the sword, because it'll be difficult for them to move around, and they won't want to go around this bush. This is going to make a choke point for them. There's the... Okay, that actually changes the calculus a little bit, because if this guy is down here, he has to get swarmed to kill. So, actually, I may end up stepping down one and having... Actually, I may want to have this guy up on here. Let's do a little shooting. Didn't hurt him much. You can see they don't have any armor. It's just pure health. Let's put one into him. Alright, how are we going to do this? Let's go up here. And these bigger ones, you can see it's 53% chance to hit him, 48% chance to hit him. The bigger targets are usually easier to hit. So it's nice to go for them. We're going to start stepping down, actually, because the bulk of them are down here. I'm not so worried about them swarming up here. This guy's going to wait until I get some space to step. This guy... Let's go here. You can come... There. Step in here. We want you up here. Actually, you come down here. I'd like, if this guy's gonna, he can swallow someone whole, I'd like him to eat someone who's not as good, like one of these guys. Come down here. This guy will stay up, because there are a couple up there still. Now I've got some oomph down here when these guys come through. I probably should have made my line in line with this. What I can do is I can step here, then put one of my archers up here so they have a bonus to hit. Instead of these guys getting a bonus to hit and defend, at least these guys will get a bonus to hit. In fact, I can put this guy up here, which would be nice. Good. You can come in here. I could stick him here, but he doesn't have good enough armor. I don't want him getting hit, so we'll go back here. Let's see what happens. Still first round. They'll get to go first, so I might as well shield wall for some of these guys because they're going to get hit, or at least attacked. He can't. He's not going to get attacked. He can step down here and close off this angle a bit. Alright. And they're going to come in and swing. Some of them, as you can see, some of them didn't. He'll wait. Well, this is our chance to start whacking some things. We'll hit the one in the middle. Because there's other options to hit these other guys, so. Good. He'll wait. I want to hit that thing as much as I can early. As you can see, not a lot of damage done to it. It's going to take a while to kill. And these guys can step and rotate. Let's finish. Let's just try to go for kills. That guy's in a lot of pain. He's going to wait. We can hit him or fail to hit. If he steps up, he might get a clean shot at that guy, which is good. He can step down and get a shot at him. You just rotate and cycle through and put a lot of damage on him. Now, he can still go. I'm going to step back, because if he steps down here and swallows him, I don't know if I can stop him. So I'm going to step back here for now. He's going to wait. He's going to wait. This guy's a sword, which is a good weapon for slashing people. He might be able to kill two. But we're going to wait. If I kill them now, these guys might run up onto them. We'll kill them at the end of my turn, once these guys have moved up and stopped short, and that may make it more difficult for them to step forward and eat them and grow. That's the biggest problem. Same with this guy. There's no reason for me to go right now. I can wait for these guys to go and then finish this front row off. And this guy's already gone. So actually this guy now can step forward and swing as well. And I don't know if he's swung. I don't think he has. So he'll be able to step forward and swing at something too. This guy, however, I'm going to have him block. I don't want to step forward and let that guy swing at me twice. So we're going to just wait. This guy's already gone. This guy is not, so we'll hit him. This guy has not. I think these guys will be able to kill these wounded ones. So we're going to hit this guy who's mostly uninjured. He's going to wait. He's already gone. Okay, this guy hasn't gone yet. I'm gonna put him on spear wall, actually. This way he won't come around, theoretically. If anything, he'll step in here, and then at least we'll have multiple things to hit him with. I don't usually use spear wall, but occasionally it's pretty important in the flanks here, especially. Alright. Yeah. Fleeing. I'm actually gonna, I don't have to. I'm gonna use the decapitate attack on him just because he's already heavily wounded. It might be enough to just instantly kill him. Nope, but it did do a lot of damage. You can see though he's not bleeding. The decapitate attack doesn't add the bleeding thing because that's part of the regular attack, not to decapitate. I'll hit there. Man, 70% I'm missing. It's nice when they step forward and swing instead of eating. That protected the flank a little bit. Alright, now let's step up and shoot. Let's hit something. Good. He didn't move. He's going to wait, which is okay. That guy... This guy's going to run and get killed this turn. This guy is not. I will probably wait. I could swing and kill this thing, but it's just going to open up things. Instead, I'll wait. This guy will flee, and then on his turn, he could step forward and swing at one of these guys. So I'm going to wait with him. This guy I'm tempted to wait with. I don't think I will. I think I'm going to try to kill that guy And then hopefully, if I can open this spot up, this creature will step up here instead of trying to swing through here and causing lots of problems. Now, the problem is he can step forward, eat that corpse, and get healed, but I can deal with that. Put a wound into that guy. He's going to wait, because I think that guy's going to step up there. He is going to wait, because I think this guy's going to step up there. Everyone else has already gone. Yeah, well, this guy theoretically could. I don't think they'll move in there. They might. They might come up here, though, especially if I move someone around. So we're going to wait. This guy, let's keep shooting him, even though he's probably going to get healed. This guy's going to go in 2. So I'm going to kill that guy, again, to make spots for these guys to run into. So he'll wait. Missed. Missed. I know, that's helpful a little bit. Alright. Let's step over here and see what they do. Hopefully one of them will come up and engage. Let's step up here. This kind of causes maybe some problem for him to move around. This guy can swing and step forward. This will make it so these creatures can't step up on these corpses. These guys are locked into combat with him now. Only he is free to move. And we can do the same with him. He can swing. I could step forward. There's a possibility this creature will come up and engage him. I don't think so. For the most part, they rush forward to the closest target. So I think this is a relatively safe move. Yeah, good. He can start working his way around. This guy can actually start stepping down. And, yep, he's stepped down, he's healed, and now he's got morale again, but we've got lots of people to start swarming him. Hopefully we can finish him. You can see I can't see all my stats, but if you click somewhere, you'll see. He has all his action points. Let's actually move around and then hit this guy. He can step up. Alright, might as well take our 2 hits on him, or attempts. Failed. Swing at him. Do I want to swing at him? Yes. Potentially I was thinking about trying to step down and finish that guy off. I think we have to kill this guy because he's dangerous. Didn't work. He's out of action points. Might as well start hitting with that. That bleed will help a lot. This guy can start cycling down. And this guy can actually start moving over too. And good. Alright. The good thing is these guys are kind of slow, so I might get to hit him a couple times first. Good. I'll wait. Hopefully I can step down and swing with him in a bit. Good. He can actually step out of the way. This guy actually has quick hands. He might as well try to get a kill without wasting an arrow. Good. He can actually step down and put some more pressure on. All right. 54%, we'll go with that. And then we'll try the gash. It hit. It did not cause an injury. This guy has a lot of health, obviously. All right, that's okay. That guy is not a great fighter, and he's in contact with some people, so he might still be able to kill him pretty easily. Good. And then we'll try the cleave attack. And that instantly kills him. Ton of damage. In fact, we can just cycle through. These guys will get killed as they flee, so I don't need to hit them. And if we get more in base contact with him, we get a bonus to hit. This guy could try to get a kill just to help level up quicker. Step down and hit somebody. Good. Don't need to waste an arrow. Step forward and hit or fail. He can wait. Good. Chop, chop. And we're going to let that guy get away. Oh, didn't see that guy. They hide sometimes. So what do we got here? We're going to wait. This guy can swing and step down. No, no, nope. Swing and step down. This guy can move in. This guy can move in. This guy can step over and swing. There we go. And that should be enough. The last guy is going to flee the battlefield. It's over. And there you go. A couple level up. And I think these come from the largest creatures. These you can make things with crafting. These are just worth some money to make it a little bit more worthwhile to kill beasts. So there we go. Perfect. Let's check and see our guys that leveled up. Who do we have? Our light polearm guy. So he's going to need that. We'd want to give him some fatigue, but 2 is pretty low. Instead, we may give him resolve and initiative. Initiative will be his defense, and resolve, well, his resolve's pretty low, so I need some help on it anyway. This guy, polearm guy, 4. Again, didn't get much there. Let's give him, he's going to need some resolve because it's low. And let's give him that. We boost up his to hit. That. Let's do his health. Because we can buff him up quite a bit with Colossus. He'll easily get to 100. And that will keep him safe from a lot of stuff. And there we go. Let's run back, knock this out, and then we'll call it a day. So there we go. Again, a bit of a challenge now. We have 16 people. We have to scramble more to make money. And again, we don't have any of our two-handed weapon rock stars. It's just a bunch of dudes with some backup support. But this basic battle line will be sufficient to be successful and win this campaign. The only question now is just doing the cycle, making money, grinding out stuff, trying to get more people, and just getting better equipment. Again, if you want to play longer, if you want to go beyond just the first crisis, that's when you can start affording, because it takes money, to start venturing further and either going to these northern realms, going out into the wilderness. The further you get away from the cities, the tougher the monsters are, the bigger the treasures are in some of these locations. Not this one, but these kind of locations. So that's good for now. Thanks for stopping by.